Hello, everyone.
Hello, how are
Hello. Hi,
you?
hi. Listen, I mentioned in the last show that we did, we had a surprise, and the surprise is Marta has
Been
agreed
waiting
to.
to hear about this surprise.
Well, I'm telling you, Marta, Marta has allowed us to take a look at her. Oh my goodness, this screen. Uh, this crazy. Oh my gosh, this my computer just went nuts for a minute. Marta has given me pictures of her husband's eyes and his brother, and I want to put those up because I want us to talk about it, but I wanted Marta to stick around and kind of guide us through some of these. So, if you will, just allow me to pull that up real quick. Here we go. You guys see some beautiful eyes here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Cool. Aren't they gorgeous?
I
Now,
agree.
when I first saw this, let me tell you, Marta
Well,
said, I want you to look. She
they're
said,
so similar.
I want you to look at my brother in law's eyes. And I was looking at them. And she said, now look at my husband's eyes. And I was like, well, wait just a minute. I just saw those. And I said to her, I said, are these two twins? And she was like, yeah, they're
Yeah,
twins.
so they're identical twins.
Correct.
And whose ones are your husbands? Which eyes?
Uh, on my side, when I'm looking at the screen, that's on the
On the
right
bottom.
side is my husband, and on the left side is the brother.
No, no, the top. The way I've got it, I've got the right and the left at the top, and that's your brother-in-law, and then I've got your husband down at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay.
And
You see,
who's older?
even I got confused because I've been staring at them
Yeah.
so
I
many
went by their
times.
names. I went by their names. Um,
And who's
so
older?
her
Husband
brother-in-law is older. He's firstborn.
was born. Yep.
So,
So Marta's
and
husband is two boy.
yeah. So we've got a one boy at the top and a two boy at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's no other children before them?
Now that we know.
Oh, how exciting is this? Wow.
We aim to please on this show. Let me tell you,
Oh,
we
thank you.
we
You
aim to
do.
please. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So, Chris, do you want to take a stab at the brother-in-law at the top?
Yeah, well, they literally when they first went up, I was looking closely because I was like, they're so similar. Because like the beautiful flower at like 2 o'clock, um, that's there in both eyes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and yeah, but then you look at the scleroids, it's different, and like I really had to do a double take.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, well, constitutionally, they're both hyperacidic or uric acid
Mm.
or over acid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so wow. And they've also even their collarette's a little bit squared, and they've
Both.
both got a
Yes.
flower at 2 o'clock.
Yes. Yes.
So pancreas is going to be something that they'll like a nurture point.
Mm.
Excuse me, I've got a bit of a crackly voice. Um, so I'm going to take a stab and say that they're quite loving. Excuse me, quite loving. Yeah, and do they love sugar? Are they
Correct.
sweet
Both
tooth? Yes.
sweet tooth, both of them.
Yeah. But probably quite loving in their personalities. And I'm a bit of a crusade with people with squared collarettes that if they surround themselves with love and do things that they love, then they don't need the Oreos to get that love.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I love it. And also, like I really had to do a double take and see, you can't see my cursor because I'm not showing my screen, but at 6 o'clock, um,
Yeah, Let
on the
me.
left side, the kidney is quite different on both of them.
Where
There's
do you
all
want to look? Where do you want? You
yeah,
want me to go? Here's kidney.
yeah. There's the kidney on the right, but even on the left. So if you go to the bottom to Marta's husband, it's very different. Like there's not as much rarefaction. So you really have to like look closely at the fact that there's 16 billion different eyes on the planet. I just think that's amazing.
Yeah.
16 billion different eyes. And these guys are identical twins born minutes apart and conceived at the same time. And they're so different.
Yep.
So yeah, I would say their primary nurture point would have to be probably their pancreas acidity, their circulation.
Mm-hmm.
The circulation. And they're going to feel fantastic if they exercise and have a really clean diet. What would you say, Marta?
You're right on point. The lifestyle of both is it could be better.
Couldn't we all?
There is always room for improvement, for sure.
Yeah.
But they're very conscious of what is happening, and they're willing to adjust. But yes, exercise, they're both well built, very athletic looking. So there is no problem with that. It's more of I want to say you gotta find time for it. But where there is a mindset, then you will find the time.
Yeah, for sure.
But the sugar is the main problem because it's everywhere, especially drinking sugar.
Yes.
Right? Who wants to drink water?
Yeah.
So,
when I was looking,
it's such an issue, isn't it? Really, because it's got no nutritional value at all, ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
So when I was looking at these eyes, I went into the behavior side, of course. And one of the things I noticed at 6 o'clock here with the brother-in-law in the right eye, a little bit at 6 o'clock with her husband, a little bit of perfection coming through on dad's side. Now on mother's side too, it shows up in the brother-in-law a little bit on her husband. I would ask questions about the perfection, of course, but one thing both brothers share in the left eye, let me check my notes here. Yeah. Strong will, determination.
Very determined.
Yeah.
And
they get that from mom. It looks like that comes from mom, or it was instilled by mom.
I didn't have a chance to meet the mom very close. I'm because she passed. But I can see that a strong woman for sure. And even by watching how my husband works, his work ethic, and how even around the house. Yes, when he gets on something, he has a task, it's done. It's done to perfection.
Yeah.
One of the things that I noticed too, I'm sorry to have to do this, but the light just decided that it would just come shining through and I'm having a hard time seeing. Marta, on your husband, he's got a tiny little lacuna right off the collarette there. And that's in the area of self-reliance. So he would probably just do things himself and just, oh, I don't have time to wait on you. I've got to get up and do this myself,
That's
and
it.
that's the way he would move
100%.
through life. Yeah. I noticed on his brother's side at the 8 o'clock position in the right eye, there's a little bit of rivalry in that area. So do you know if the boys, when they were growing up, if one was a little bit more into rivalry over the other, or was that shown in the family?
They were just kind of added with each other.
And brothers will do that. We can see definitely where they're connected with that will and that determination to strive and to get ahead. And both boys also share a marking right here in the area of idealism. So the goals that they set, they're probably going to meet them. It's, we don't want them to set some goals that are just out of range, but, wherever they strive, they're probably going to make it.
Yes, they when they do set a goal, they just they're gonna go for it, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be like this.
Yeah. One of the things I
And that's
noticed.
it.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
Sorry,
Go.
I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say that's the beautiful stream quality. The streams are really they're just so friendly, and they love to touch things, they love to do things, and when they get something in their mind, they just do it. They're so dependable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Correct.
One of the things that kind of jumped out me, Marta, about your husband, I noticed here in the sclera, this is going right into his spine. Now we
Hmm.
look at this and we think, oh, maybe it's going into the liver, into that liver area. Yes, that it would be an area where we would look at and say, that is possible it's going into the liver. It to me is a little bit more definite for the spine. And then I looked right across,
Hmm.
and this is emotional liver.
Hmm.
Emotional liver is going to be about carrying some anger. And if
Yes.
we
Yeah.
look over here, we've got a little bit of a pinguecula starting. So this would be related to emotional liver. And if you just go right across, you go right across to the other side where the liver is, then we're going to still see the back. So is he having some back issues that you know about?
He will complain, not all the time, but he does complain and about his back, and I told him that. I'm like,
Hmm.
I already told you.
Hmm.
And he doesn't listen? Seriously?
We're not a prophet in our own village. I've told you
It's
that.
exactly that's how it goes.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he complies.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these eyes are so similar, and I wanted
Amazing.
when we saw this, I thought, oh, Chris has got to see this too. This is just
Yeah.
phenomenal. But I asked Marta, could we have your permission to show these brothers' eyes? And she, yes, graciously said yes. But we do see the similarity in the twins. But this just shows you how no two eyes are exactly alike.
Yeah.
And you can't get any closer than twins.
No. And Marta,
Right?
with the size of your husband and your brother-in-law, is your husband stockier, or are they exactly the same size, or?
They're the same size. They have the same build.
Yeah.
From the back, I have it takes me a split second to decide which one is mine because they all even dress the same.
Yeah. And how do
So,
you notice? How do you compare?
oh no, I mean after a while,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
when we don't see each other for a very long time and you're always used to just one of them,
yeah,
then when
yeah.
there are two, it takes a split second to kind of, oh,
Right.
yes, that's one. That's not mine.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I love it. I love talking about twins. But I think it's interesting, and I would love to see more people take eyes of twins and put the similarities out there, put the differences out there.
Yeah.
Let's all see this. I think a good study on twins is something that we need to just kind of open the can
Yeah.
on and expose.
It'll be great research.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great research.
I
Yeah.
I traveled over the ocean with that camera like this
Yeah.
just for him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you for letting us see these
Very
eyes.
welcome.
My
This is
pleasure.
Yeah.
phenomenal. We love it. I'm going to stop sharing right now. And so that, like you said, Chris, that would be some good research. I would love to see some iridologists out there take that on and start
Yeah.
sharing it and uh, bringing forth all these studies. This is how stuff grows. This is how our education in iridology grows, and you don't have to be an instructor to do it.
Yeah.
All you have to do is be an iridologist, and we've
That's
got
right.
plenty of those out there. So,
Love it.
Marta, thanks again. Thanks for joining us on a. We just got you for a second time. I love it. And
Thank you.
guys, go out and do your thing.
Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
All right, we'll see
Right.
you.
Enjoy
Bye.
eye gazing. Bye.